Good evening, everybody. Today I am going to touch upon a very important subject for the students called Vidyajnana for students. Say a person passes through 4 stages of life: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. So I have been sharing about the scriptural jnana, which is normally is followed by people from the Vanaprastha and Sannyasa stage of life. Right from Grihastha also the scriptural jnana will be of use. But for Brahmacharya, the main focus is on education. So most of the students, because we used to come across students of various IQ level, but everybody has to achieve success in education. That is the first stage of fulfilling their duties. In this, they not only have to gain the perfect knowledge on the subject what they have to, wherein they score 100%, only those who score good marks in their examination, they flourish in their life. But many of the students are average, below average students are there, but they make very sincere effort to score 100%. But due to various factors like family situation, then the IQ of the parents have got implication on the IQ of the students. All these things, many things play a role on the students' IQ level and their memory power, memory recollection power, concentration power, determination power, patience, perseverance. All these have got implications from the parenthood and also from the genes. All these things have got to play. But whatever be the negative factors that one come across, if they take a strong determination and follow certain simple methods, they can able to score 100% in their studies and also gain good divine qualities like patience, perseverance, dedication, concentration, involvement, generosity, kindness. All these kinds of positive divine qualities one can develop that can build their character to an excellent level. Because simple education is not sufficient. One should gain perfect divine qualities in them to achieve success and peace in life. So, in this Vidyajnana session for students, we will be covering how first stage is how a student can score 100% in all subjects. For that, what is the simple technique he has to follow? Because many students in a school, a teacher gives the lecture about the subject and then gives question and answers. Up to 12th standard, we have seen. People write in the classroom all the question and answers, go home, study and write in the homework note all the question and answers. And they will be given tests, weekly tests, monthly tests, quarterly examination, half-yearly, annual. So, in this examination, they have been given questions and they have to answer this. But brilliant students, they write perfectly the answer exactly what has been given. But average and below average students, though they read many times, they could not able to reproduce the entire answer perfectly, and because of which they lose marks. Now we are going to touch upon a very simple technique that is called photographic memory technique, whereby any person who is very sincere in studies, who want to take a sincere effort to score 100 marks, if they follow this simple technique, they can able to score 100% in the subject, any subject for that matter. Today first we will see about the theoretical subject, that is called science, English, social, all these things. We have question and answers type. How we have to prepare. So, how many times you read is not important. How effectively you read. What is the simple technique you follow, so that even once you read twice or thrice, the question and answer will remain permanently in your memory. Because the memory power is like such that in our subconscious mind there are rows and columns. So each row, whatever you store there, it will be remain there perfectly. In a library, if you see a librarian, even though lakhs of books are there, if you ask him any particular book or particular subject, he will go and take immediately, because he will arrange things in a perfect order. Similarly, in our mind, all the subjects, science, English, language, social, all these whatever subjects, in each subject there are so many lessons. All these lessons, if you proper systematically you organize and read each questions in a simple and systematic way, you can able to remember all the subject thoroughly, and any question is asked in the examination, you can able to reproduce perfectly from your subconscious mind and write the answer perfectly and score 100%. So in that respect, we are going to see how this photographic memory technique will be of use for all the students. Even a dull student can score 100 marks, provided he has determination, he has a willpower, he has a goal to achieve that 100 marks. So I request all the people who are watching this, whether a student or whether a parent or whether a grandparent, whomsoever it may concern, please share this for the benefit of yourself or your children or grandchildren or your neighbors, so that every child who is passing through this brahmacharya life can fulfill their duties perfectly. We have come to this world to fulfill our duties by which we release our karmas. By fulfilling our duties at each stage of life, one can able to not only release their karmas, they will become eligible for the next stage of life, and by which they move further in each stage of life. In the grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, each stage of life, they achieve success and peace and release all karmas and attain the path of moksha. So that is the objective in which this students' Vidyanana session is being taken. So now I take you to the mind power technique, which is being now taught. So if you see here, we have this mind power technique. How a student can score 100% by practice of photographic memory technique. Here, if we are now taking a simple question, because every student will be reading. Now the question is, why is sodium kept immersed in kerosene oil? This is a simple question. So a normal student, a below average student, or dull student, what he will do? He will read the question and then answer several times. And when the test is given, he will not be he could not able to reproduce the entire answer perfectly. One thing is, first he could not understand the sentences. He could not, because grammatically the answer should be correct, and also it should be presented in a correct way. And then when it is perfectly produced, the examiner, he doesn't know whether your person is dull. Seeing the answer will give the marks. So we are going to follow a simple photographic technique, whereby even a dull student, if you follow, how many times you reading is not important. If you follow this technique, even 1 or 2 times you read, it can be permanently stored in your memory. So here you see the question, why is sodium kept immersed in kerosene oil? So what you have to do for this photographic memories, in the question you have to note down very important points. For instance, why is sodium kept immersed in kerosene oil? Here sodium we have highlighted, kerosene is highlighted, subject predicate. So in this question, this is the answer. Sodium is a reactive metal. If kept open, it will react with oxygen to explore and catch fire. Sodium metal is kept immersed in kerosene to prevent the reaction with oxygen, moisture and carbon dioxide of air. So this is the answer. So now how we have to study this subject is, now we have to mark. In every notebook you see, there will be a margin. So in that margin we have to put 3 columns. The first column shows P, para is referred by P, sentence by S, word by W. So in this question there is one para, and in this para how many sentences are there? Up to each, where the full stop comes, there is one sentence. So here if you see, there are 2 sentences, so that you are marking by 2S. Now then in S1, that is sentence 1, you have to note how many words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 words are there. In sentence number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 words are there. So sentence number 1, 18 words, sentence number 2, 19 words, totally 37 words. So first thing is, you are putting a mind mapping. First, before starting reading the subject, question answer, you put a mind mapping. In this mind mapping, what you are fixing is, this question contains 1 para. In one para, there are 2 sentences. In sentence number 1, there are 18 words. In sentence number 2, there are 19 words. Totally 37 words. So if a student writes this 37 words, he will get 100 marks, full mark on this question. Correct? So what you have to follow is, first you put a mind map on this, and then you note in the mind map, first question you have to put a mind map, sodium and kerosene. So whenever in the examination a question is why sodium kept immersed in kerosene, immediately you remember this question contains one para and there are two sentences. In sentences 1 there are 18 words, sentence number 2 19 words, so 37 words you have to write. Mind map clear, perfect. So once you start reading it. So sodium is a reactive metal. If kept open, it will react with oxygen to explode and catch fire. This one sentence you understand it calmly, slowly, and read each and every word in this sentence perfectly 2 to 3 times, and then go to next sentence. Sodium metal is kept immersed in kerosene to prevent the reaction with oxygen, moisture and carbon dioxide of air. So this second sentence you read. So both the sentence, first you read first sentence 3 times, second sentence 3 times, and join together three times. Now first sentence 18 words, second sentence 19 words. After reading this, you just write down this answer. So sentence number 1 18 words, what are this? Sentence number 2 18 words, 19 words, what are this? Once you read and then write it, then close it. So even in sleep you can able to recover this each word. When you write the answer, immediately you should reflect, what are these 18 words, what are these 19 words. When you are able to recollect it perfectly, you can score full marks in this question. Now we have seen for one para, next we will see for 2 paras, and how you have to prepare for mathematics, all these things in each session separately. Thank you.